Hello, everybody. I am Penguin,
And I am Sean.
and we're going to be bringing you Game 3 of this semifinal best of 3 series in the North American Zeke Daily Cup.
Thank you, Penguin. And in the top left of clock position is going to be our red Protoss Hispid.
And in the top right will be sPsCorinthos, the Teal Terran. The series is tied up 1-1. We saw Hispid attempt to have some lovely DT shenanigans in the last game, absolutely foiled by Corinthos. And so we are here on Tal'Darim Altar, where I am hoping we will see a nice long macro game.
And yeah, I really liked that getting that Raven out. Ravens, I would have to say, incredibly underused in really most matchups. I really think Ravens are not used enough. I remember Artosis was once commenting on State of the Game on how painful it was to watch Terrans basically not get mules and save up energy and get so many scans instead of simply getting a single Raven out, getting that mobile detection like Zergs have to, like Protoss get with that observer, and how painful it was to watch that. But that was definitely the right use of that tech, getting that Raven after that Banshee, and definitely paid off for Corinthos.
We saw some fantastic deduction by Corinthos there. He didn't see the Dark Shrine, but saw the gas, saw the double gas, saw the Twilight Council. Figured, you know what, DTs, I'm just going to play it safe, get some detection, and he absolutely mopped the floor with Hispid, who took game 1.
Indeed. Indeed he did.
We're
That
seeing...
Marine Tank Banshee attack definitely really hard to hold
Definitely.
off. But all he needed were Marines and tanks and that Raven to hold off the DTs because he knew that there was DT tech and saw, wait a second, I'll just get the DTs. I'll just kill the DTs and bam, I'll just own him with Marines and tanks.
Definitely. Both players do have their gas up now. And one gateway up, one barracks. Second gas is... Oh, never mind. That's a gas steal. Gas steal by Hispid will not be allowing Corinthos to take that second gas for a while.
Definitely.
And, yeah.
We do have the pylon, the second pylon going down behind the mineral line for...
Do you want to go out for Spencer?
Okay, I'll take over for a
that.
second. We do see the pylon going up behind the mineral line, which I think is going to be very good for taking care of maybe scouting drops incoming and such, but yeah. Sean, as you were saying?
Absolutely. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what that entails with the pylon behind the mineral line. Instead of going a little bit further forward, maybe it might be going for some hidden tech. Maybe we will see, or not hidden, sort of more backed away, little bit shrouded tech. We are, but mostly just doing a little bit of a dance. The Zealot and the SCV. The Zealot just not going to buy into that. Just going to go on with his business. Probably going to go for some poking into the enemy base.
Definitely. We're seeing a bit of supply blockage over by Hispid. He's a bit behind on this pylon here, which may allow
Expo going
Corinthos.
down for Corinthos.
Yes, we know that. Yes, there is an expo going down for Corinthos, as Sean just said. Definitely, I think the supply blockage might be a little bit of a problem there for Hispid, as Corinthos is able to sort of get a little bit further ahead.
That is definitely true, and the command center are going to go up, as well as the concussive shells having finished, going to deny that Zealot really easily. And now Corinthos, it's the small things like this that really get you an advantage in the mid game. Getting that Zealot snipe, getting that early upgrade, getting that early expo, being able to defend it. That's just like, it's these small things that can really help you out in the mid to late game.
I would like to point out that two things. First of all, the Nexus is going up for Hispid, and second of all, it's now Corinthos' turn to be pretty severely supply blocked. He's been blocked for about, I'd say, 30 seconds, and this supply depot is still another 10 away from finishing. So there is also...
That is indeed true.
Gateways number 2 and 3 going up. Sean?
Let's go into the main of Hispid. There is an SCV here, and he can just run in and get that scouting anytime he wants. A little bit careless from Hispid, not allowing Corinthos to leave that allowing Corinthos to leave that SCV there. And let's see how that comes back.
We're also going to be seeing a 3-gate robo coming out of Hispid, and also there is a Reaper that is about to pop for Corinthos, which will allow him some pretty easy access to scouting information with that as well. And the orbital command has just finished at his natural expansion.
Indeed it has, and he is choosing to research stem before combat shields and the reactor going up on the third barracks, and I think we're going to see a Reaper probably try and do some damage, transitioning into some Marine play.
This SCB is getting everything he needs. He sees all of the tech that hispid has, as Sean did say beforehand. Saw absolutely everything. Not good for hispid there.
Yeah, not good for hispid. Of course, it would have been a lot worse if hispid had hidden a Dark Shrine or a Stargate, 3-gate robo. If you're gonna get scouted, you want to get scouted on a 3-gate robo, because that is definitely the safest, most standard tech you can choose to have. Let's check out the workers killed count. Let's see if that Reaper got its money's worth. It did kill 3 workers, so it did get quite a bit of kills. We will see if it turns out to be worth it as the game progresses.
Definitely, Sean. We are going to be seeing a couple of pylons thrown up at the back of this base. Also helpful, not just for supply, obviously, but they will be able to spot that Reaper coming a little bit earlier. So, also, a Warp Prism actually almost finished for hispid. It'll be interesting to see what he does here. He doesn't have a forward pylon, no, but he is taking a probe forward. He's grabbing a forward pylon, so this might just be for a little bit of two-pronged attackage.
Indeed, the money getting a little bit high for hispid. I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe a couple more production facilities or another expansion come out.
We are seeing a 4th gateway, just to interject.
We are seeing a 4th gateway.
Now.
That is a recent addition here behind the mineral line. Yeah, I mean, that's good. Definitely good to put whatever you put a little bit out of reach. Now that he knows the 3-gate robos there, make him work a little bit harder in order to get that tech. Force him to drop the scan. Force him to send the Reaper behind your mineral line. Force him to do whatever he does. Force him to take just a little bit more of a risk.
Definitely. And we are seeing this Warp Prism move in with 3 Zealots and a Sentry, but there is a missile turret that's going to catch it and do really significant damage. And yes, he does survive. This Warp Prism does survive. And ooh, the Sentry blocking the SCVs in. Very nice force field micro there by hispid. SCVs frantically trying to escape, but he's going to be losing quite a few workers. 9, 10 workers killed, 11, 12. The workers kill tab just
the economic table has turned. Now it is. Let's check out the army count. 38 workers to 33. Strong economic lead in this PBT. Definitely not a good situation for Corinthos in terms of economy. And what hispid wants to do is lay back, continue to make probes, and just get his army count up, because eventually it will surpass his opponents. After all, in PvT, you can continue to make workers and make units at the same time.
Naturally, we are also seeing 4 more gateways. That'll get them up to 8 gateways. The Twilight Council's also just finished, and there was a forge going up. So we're going to be seeing a very, very gateway-heavy unit mix here by hispid as he tries to take out the Terran, who still has a pretty decent. Never mind the supply. I was going to talk about the supply lead, but supply lead is no more.
Indeed. He does have a supply lead. The Terran does have a supply lead, and he is catching up in workers. Maybe not. Hispid definitely like slacking in his worker production, and he may come to regret that later, because he is only 2 workers ahead. He's only 1 worker ahead now, and that worker lead really getting thinned. And I felt like that's a bit of an unnecessary setback for him.
Definitely, it looks like he has not been spending his Chrono Boost at all. One Nexus at full energy, one Nexus at 85 energy.
No.
He is going to get Zealot Charge. Will start to be chronoing out upgrades, both 1 armor and Zealot Charge. He's not going to be chronoing out these probes, though. Also, there is a scouting factory that's going to come in. It is going to be scouted by this observer. But it'll be interesting to see what he can get. Rock's being taken down by hispid.
Let me just point out that as soon as we said that his Chrono Boost was really high, hispid proceeded to double Chrono Boost. So I guess that's his Rats Deezer impression.
He's getting a Templar Archives. We could be seeing some nice micro with that Storm. Maybe some EMP. AMP is Ghost. I'm sorry, I meant feedback. Well, yes, he is going to see the Templar Archives with this factory. Going to come in and see absolutely everything.
After losing that pylon, he is having to put down 3 pylons at a time, and finally he's no longer supply locked. Let's see how that affected him. He is now fallen behind in worker supply. He's barely ahead in army supply, but at the same time, he's going to have a supply lead if he wants to be able to come ahead in most engagements, because that Ghost Academy is going down. That's really going to change the field of play.
Not only that, but the Planetary Fortress going up at Corinthos' third. He's expanded before Hispid, even though Hispid had that advantage where he could have used that to take an expansion before Corinthos was able to. Not utilized, and
could have taken the expansion, or he could have expanded behind a potential attack after doing that harass, but at that point, he was too busy giving up his worker lead, where he could have had used his significant army lead, in which he was spending his money on units instead of workers.
He does, however, have the
risky
Zealot
move
Legs
for
upgrade.
Protoss.
He does have an Archon and the Zealot Legs upgrade, which will make these
He
Zealots
does have
very
Zealot legs.
formidable. As he...
But the Terran is working on 2-1, while he is still he is on 1-0, still working on his +1 weapons, and upgrades plus a ghost. I mean, that is going to.
We're seeing a big drop in the main of Hispid, and the Twilight Council is down. The probes have been forced to evacuate, with the exception of these few down here. He's going to be